Hello everyone, welcome. Focus bit. Привет. Просто как быстро приехал. Okay, so this week I have been working on this manor house, and I have been creating on Blender all the time. It's almost done, not finished, and I will just try to finish this new session for 2 hours, maybe finishing everything, or just small details like creating the UV and doing a lot of cuts, loops on the woods. Maybe I will do out of the camera, but more or less I will just try to finish this one. I was just finishing yesterday during the evening, the session in the evening. А вот отлично. Конечно, уже в отпуске, да? До Нового года уже. Вот идеально. So I was just working yesterday on the stairs here. I was just finishing a few details here. For example, this part that I was just merging with the wall was not nice. And I was also creating the structure all around, and also the small part to be also creating the proxy for that. So this is the last thing that I was doing yesterday. So we have more or less everything. The only thing missing is maybe creating the rooms here, and we need to do also here the chimney that I was just creating like a box at the moment, just to have that as a reference, this one. So that's why I was just creating just a box, and I will just create later, just to have the space that I need to reserve for the rooms, and just checking about the colliding here of the proxy if it's avoidable to walk around. And I was just also creating symmetrical thing. I have a few things I need to remove later when I apply this mirror in the in Blender, and removing a lot of things, like for example merging all of them to have the same size of the UV, because for example they are a different object and you have different size for the same material. Hello Sangeet Dev. Hola. Let me see the chat. Okay, here. Welcome. Coming on time. How's it going? Playing games? Waiting for a call? Did you receive any call? Have any news? What I'm trying to finish finally is just the house here, which is not so far. I was just finishing yesterday, for example, all those things. Okay, cool. So I was just finishing a few details, for example, details here, and then redoing a bit the side of the house, because the roof was so small, like 2 meters, so I was just increasing a bit and just closing a few things here, and more or less just adding details. I was adding also these small details here yesterday of something nicer. So more or less the thing I'm missing is the roof, of course, and also creating maybe the rooms inside and the chimney. Hello Robert, welcome back. Yeah, you need to maybe resting a bit, as you say, just watching a movie or things like that. Resting a bit, not really. Yeah, keeping positive. So just try to see something, and will be, I think, it's good. Just resting a bit your head, being fresh and motivated for that. So that's the thing that I was just creating yesterday. All those small details for the inner roofs, stairs. And what I want to do today is just finishing the roof, or maybe just create something, because I was just creating something like that to have a reference. And what I'm thinking is creating something that inside you can see, because for example you are walking on this way, of course you see here there is nothing. I mean, you have here a roof. That's really nice. That's the thing, that you need to pass the interview. It's not about your job, or you are doing your job, how professional you are. But the only thing is that if you are just passing the interview, that's fine. It's a bit stupid. Yeah. Robert, I was creating the house, all the house with Blender. So I was creating all the small details. It takes like maybe 5 or 6 hours. So we're just doing step by step everything. But I did also another houses in the past, most of them. So you have a lot of things here. Not really more very detailed about triangles, not much, but a lot of small details inside. You see everything about the wooden part. Yeah, and the main problem is about all the proxies that you need to define to be walking inside and having enough space, for example rooms, corridors, things like that. So it's a bit tedious. What I'm going to do is create something for the roof. As you see, most of the time you have already, if I'm going on this way, this corridor, you have already a roof here, which is just a plain roof, so you cannot see the real roof in the end. If I'm doing the same here in the room for I have the second floor. If I'm going to the second floor, I have also the roof here, so I cannot see the real roof on this part. So the only thing that I need, and you cannot walk on this area, so that's why you cannot see, because this is completely closed. You cannot be here. So the thing is, and also you cannot go to the top, so it doesn't matter here if you have roof or not. So the only place that you have roof, let's say, is from the button here that you don't see this, and should be. And I was thinking which kind of things use for the interior, like a touched one, or the same texture that I'm using here. So probably I will use the same as the floor. And in that case, what I do is just to avoid having more materials, is reusing the one for the floor or roof. So this one I will use here to put inside of this part. So the first thing is about roof. Roof here. I will just duplicate this. So duplicate and make smaller scale, but not E. So we can reduce a bit like that. Oh, sorry, because it's better just extrude. So I have this part also that is needed. So something like this. And I will just check about all those faces need to be recalculating this. And I need to assign different material for the inner one. So create here like a new material, and this new material will be the floor, which is just the one that I'm using. And I need to assign properly what they are. So this one will be this roof. So select, and then if I select the rest of them, Control E. What is happening? Okay, assign. Sorry, and then I will assign this one the different material, and probably we need to create some unwrapping for that. And what is happening with mine? So let's redo this seam, because yeah, having the extrude usually is just copying this, and this is hard to have properly done, and this is just duplicating a lot of them, so it's hard to have this. So first thing is just the top part. Well, this is not done, so I'm missing this one. Mark seam, I'm wrapping, and this is the top part. And then on the bottom part, what we need to do is maybe, I don't know, creating something like this. Let me just hide everything. We don't need any of them. We can adjust later also about the right side. So this one, this is this, and then needs to be this one, this one, this one, this one, and the one being here. I hope. Or no, not this one. Let's see how it's going. Because the main problem is doing something that is going on the right direction for the wooden part. So what I want to have this one is both of them well oriented, and this one is so small that you cannot really see how it's going. So the most important is having those both parts. And for that, what I want to do is cutting them. So this is probably just as I did, cutting here will do the trick probably. So marxing, unwrapping, and in that case we have already oriented to the wooden part. So that's what I was trying to achieve. And this one is very strong, grown, but it's not a problem as it is so small and you can almost see that. So let's export and see how it's going. And in the time that it's being import, I will try to do the checking about the real size is just matching with the walls or not. So let's put here walls and also wooden part. And we can use this to see if we are matching this part. For example, we could delete. The only thing is that we need to have when you are walking in front, but you cannot see this. And this one is also not needed except this small part. But since it's just one single face, I'm just using redoing bigger one just in case, so it's fine. And then we need to match this and also this. This is the wall that we have, and you see we are not matching the wall. So what we need to do is doing a smaller this medium point and then faces. We need to do this one smaller, the inner one exactly. So we need to do it. Oops, I see this. Create smaller, matching with the walls that we have here. So I will do smaller on scale on X. So I can do like that. And this is enough maybe. This one is fine, as you see that the wall is here. So it's just matching. There's not a problem. Everything here is matching. The only small thing is here that maybe is not paying so well. So for that maybe I will just select those edges and also here, and I will try to adjust to the corner here. Just moving should be enough. So just moving, and you see that it's just matching with the wall. Oops, yeah, that's my fault, sorry. Because what I need to do is just scale on X. First is just moving on theta and then scale on X. So we are reducing. Perfect. So now it's matching. That was the problem. Probably we need to do again the unwrapping for the real size. But anyway, so when we are here, what you see is the wooden part, which is also going well. And we can even create a bit longer here since too small, too close to the wall. And being realistic, if you have not much space, for example, the raining is just coming here to the wall, and just to protect a bit, I could just create this one. Even I can create this one longer, which is giving me kind of, I don't know, a bit of style, something different, and I can reduce this one a bit. So being like that, yeah, could be nice. And being inside, you cannot see the wall, so any other part, the only thing that you see is this small area here, or the one that you have in front. So all this area and this part. This is the only part that you see from the interior of the roof. Sorry, not much. So what I would like to do is move this one and also this. Yes, so I would like to increase this, increasing on E, try to do something like that, but the main problem is this one will be hard to align to this one. So let me see how I can just try this and then reduce this one a bit. So just let's take faces, could be faster to select. So for example this one, and then reduce on scale on E, trying to do something like that. Something here nicer, maybe a bit more. And then I need to have this loop, and then increase on E also, trying to do something like that. And of course this loop and this loop, increasing also on E, trying to match with this angle that I'm using here, which is smaller, something like that, just to create something nicer with the roof. Yeah, maybe we can even create this one bigger, and then take this one also bigger. Or we can just try to align a bit, but this is not a big problem. Just try something nicer, not so simple roof. Oh, forgot about the music today. Sorry. Importing. Because of playing here and based on symmetric, it's not really nice. For example, in the case that I'm using this, that is just being touched, to have some variation, something like that. But here, you need to maybe try to create a surface that is much nicer. Otherwise, it's so simple. So it looks better. It's well ready. I don't know why. And the thing that we are missing is also the chimney. It will be aligned here in the middle. We don't have the chimney because it's just crossing all the floors, but at the moment it's not there. So I think more or less the roof thing is fine also. Yeah. I will leave as it is right now the roof, and maybe we can add some here, for example, covering this area, just supporting this small part. For example, we can also create here like supporting this something which kind of details to be nicer. And here I was thinking to support maybe this area here with another stick. And for this part is fine. Yeah, a few details to make nicer and also being more kind of realistic for this kind of structure, wooden structure being supported by all the sticks. So let's add a few details with that, with this already wooden part. So this is our wooden part, and we need to create here, let's say, one stick supporting this, which will be same size as it is. So duplicate this and then just create something smaller and focus on it, F, and then rotating to create something like this. We can rotate a bit more. and probably we need to extend this. So normal, oops, normal. Take this F, move a bit, delete the face, undo this in here, face, move from the normal, and then delete the face. Just to be sure, I will just increase a bit this, to be sure this is not matching. So we have this kind of things here. Oops, and this also to be aligned. I will do smaller on X, so it will be easier just matching here. And I will move a bit on this face, but in the normal, so it's just reducing on this way. Yeah, something like that. Oops, what is happening here? The thing is, why is not this one symmetric or being completely symmetric? It's about the roof probably. So this one need to be on X0. That's fine. And this one is not 0. So this stick is not being on 0, let's say. It's just strange. Yeah, I see it is not completely on 0. Let's see if we are moving what is happening. If this one is being on 0, for some reason it's not matching with the roof. So what about this? 0? Okay. So the problem is about, for example, this stick that's not being really aligned to be 0. In that case, this one is also not being aligned properly. Yeah, that's maybe not a good idea to move everything now. Well, this one I can just move a bit and that's all. So just moving this one a bit, realigning here, and also this one. Oops, global. That's strange that this one is matching. Let me see again. How is this being bigger if it is not? I'd like to know. Because the problem is this. Yeah, I know what the problem is. The problem is this is the maximum, but this is as a triangle, so not all the faces are the same size. Yeah, I know. Okay, so yeah, we need to reduce a bit this. And we have still a bit space here. Now it's fine, but not for this one, for example. So face here and reduce a bit, face, and the same here. For some reason, face, faces, and maybe this one also. Oh. What's this? I don't know. And the same here because we are not using mirror at this size. F X faces. Anyway, just being far, you have a lot of things that are just matching here, but probably it's just about, yeah, it's about Blender. Yeah. What I was just planning to do, this one are also having here support for this small one, but in that case I would like to have something like I have with in other houses. Let me show you for the one that have 2 floors. So here I have this, oops, that I would like to do something like that. This is nicer. Not sure if you can see this. So it's just small detail here supporting this part. So I would like to create something like that, something simple. To put here just in maybe only this one and this one here also, same one. So I will create completely new. A new one will be circle, which is 8 maybe. Rotate it 90. This is not enough. So let's create 32 and we can reduce later if we see it's too much detail. So let's say we are moving to do something like that, and then reduce the scale. Okay, we'll create now, and we'll see later if we need to reduce them or not. So, okay, we want to have dots. So the only one we need to have is this small part. Until this, Control E X, and remove the faces. Oops, X vertices. So we have this small part, and what we need to do is just extending this one. So extrude G zeta, I don't know, 0.5. It's really low. G zeta 0.2. It's also low. 0.1. Okay, and then extrude here. G is 0.1. Fine. What we need to do is also extrude this one, and we need to match with this to be something square. So this is the height for. Hello, where is my point here? Why not? Do we have problem with the scale rotation, things like that? Okay, now zeta is this one, so we just put this one the same. Sorry. So this one. See, I don't remember how to align them. W, so there's something fast, and just create here like a face. And for that, which is really bueno, todavía no he empezado con los UV, es solo modelado. What I'm doing for that is just selecting all of them, and if I'm clicking F, I will have this something that is not really nice. So what I'm doing is Alt. I'm sorry about this. Alt. Let me see also this one is. I forgot also about this. Okay. So what I'm doing is just pressing Alt and then F. In that case, you have this something which is nice, kind of nice feeling. But I think I will just increase a bit the size for that. Yeah, Alt F. That's fine. So you have something fast. I was expecting also to have this one here, so I will just do it manually. So this is X the edges, and when I'm doing just creating a face for that, so F here. Well, I could create also a triangle just to have something nice. F F F. And what we need to do is just extrude and then move. So we have this thing that we have here, and then recalculate it and then smooth. But this is not a problem for flip recalculate. This is not a problem when we are adding to this one. We have this auto smooth already, so we'll be working fine. And what we need to do maybe now is just adjust the right side, which is a bit bigger. maybe, or not. Maybe not. This is matching well, and this is also matching well with them. And we can delete both faces here because they are not paying. Yeah, there's something like that. The only thing that I need to do is just deleting the faces here on the top, and this one because I don't need this. So the faces, and we need to create also a nice UV before I'm moving. What I would like to have, this is my surveying along. So if I select them and then the UV, I will have something strange like that. But for that, what we need to do is just create only this. So my side, and I will just hide everything, and the roof also. So it's easy to have this, and one more this. And I will select this area, but not this, and not this. And then again, not this one, and not this one. Mark sim. Let me see where it's going. Unwrapping, because when I'm expecting is to be what I'm expecting, that's my question. So this is going like that, this is going like that, and I need to have this one also like same. Okay, and this is going well because it's going on the right direction of the wooden part. So we have already this, and then we can just merge with this wooden part. So what I'm doing is where is mine? Because it needs to be also on group export. We need to assign also the material to the wooden part, and now we can merge this one, which is the circle, with wooden part here. Okay, as you see, it's working well because I have the auto smooth on this another part. And the last thing that I want to do is just duplicate on the another side, which is just the opposite one to this, and should be matching here well. So you see small details for that we can create something nice. And I could even use here, for example, but that's fine, not much. And using this mirror you have also here, with a lot of triangle for some small details. Just trying to assign more, add a few, something different, not so square everything. Of course I will just do all the loops here, cuts, and then just moving a bit, not being completely straightforward for all of them. But a few details like that are nice. It should be working fine. Let's see how it looks. Because I'm thinking that this house being already taking a lot of time on the streaming, some people may be already boring about this, and I'm planning to just move to any other things, or maybe even a new building, or just resting for some time because I have been doing it for 3 days, maybe Blender. Yeah, for people coming here, it is nice to see any other part of the project, not only modeling all the time. So let's see what's going on this small house. Even the wooden part is maybe not matching well, but just small details, and fine. Just checking from this part should be exactly the same. Where's my house? And just walking, you can see the details from the bottom. So you see the roof. I forgot about this stick here. I was just planning maybe here, crossing this, or maybe even here. So one we are missing there, but more or less it's fine. And about the roof, this is the only part that you can see because the rest of them is just or not enough. For example, this small part it is, but you can almost see anything. Even using this one, you see that there's nothing here, and the rest of the of the roof is not possible to see being inside. So here you don't have access to this one. If you are going to the corridor also, you don't have access to them. If you are going inside of the room, there's only this, and being here, there's only this one also. So you don't have more place to see. Oops, here, since that I need to increase a bit the wooden part is not enough. Here it's fine, but not on the sides. It's not enough. It's so short. But yeah, more or less that's almost pretty everything that I'm just planning to do, and then just fix a lot of small things like that. But for the wooden part, this is almost done. Then the chimney and the roof is also fine. I'm creating custom doors and all the things like decals and things like that. So missing here one. This one thing that I'm missing. I will do right now. So okay. Now what I want to do is creating here. What I say this direction. Maybe I will take this, then duplicate, and then moving. Now we need to reduce speed. Do we have ready here? Yeah, we have this stick here, but I cannot see this. Maybe this one. Yeah, that's fine. And then as usual, just reducing via face and normal face. Yeah, I think it's better to rotate this, just matching with the roof, which will be easier doing like that because the roof is not really big. So that's why it will be hard to match with this. But in that case, it's really small. Yeah, it's fine. It's just a detail that is not really needed. But those small details, that's why it's doing a bit different or something more interesting. Otherwise, it's just squares. Which so I need to move this 1 meter, 1x, e minus 1. No. Ah, yeah, because I have the normal. GE minus 1, GE plus 2. It's already matching. Matching well. And I don't need this face because the roof floor is already here, so I don't need this face. If I'm deleting this face, I need to check about the seam, otherwise just cutting down, which is not really necessary to cut down here. And the last thing is just duplicating this to be duplicate and be exactly the same on E and X at the opposite side, and we need to rotate also, which is probably rotating on E 90 degrees. Not enough. Okay, but the size is the same, so just matter of this one. So we have this small detail also. I don't think that we are missing any other thing, or we need to match this. So for that, it will be easier to select all of them like that. Yeah, let me see. So let's try to select them. Oops, there's one that shouldn't be selected, which is where this one. Okay, and now just move. Okay. I need. Try again. Moving there, matching with the wooden power on the button. It seems to me that this one is not selected, was selected already. Sometimes there are a lot of them and it's hard to select only some of them. So okay. Now I hope that we have the only one that need to be moved. No. So there is something here being selected that need to be removed. But now, yeah, only them. Okay, I hope this is just matching. So now it should be matching with the one here on the top. So it should be working well. And that's all. I was removing this one already, yes. And I was thinking to remove also all those faces because I don't need them. It's just interior. Well, this one is needed, but not them. And in that case it's the same here. You cannot see them, it's just out of the world. This one is. So faces, and what we need to do now is just removing the let's remove the walls, removing the seams here because we have something completely open, so it's not really needed for that. Otherwise we are just cutting a few faces that are not really needed. Having more island that this is really needed in that case. And this is the last one, and then clear seam here. And we are just applying, I will just cut down them. I think that the house is almost done, except the chimney. Hola Daniel. Hello. ¿Te gusta la casa? Okay, finally. So just checking on the inner part if we are just already matching with this, which is matching. Yes. So inside here, everything here matching. This is the new one that we have been adding. And I was thinking about another one here. Yeah, I forgot about this. Creating another one here. And we can even create a cross on both of them. As I did here, for example, a cross. You see? Not them, but this one is a cross. So I was thinking also to add maybe cross here for both of them. Or just leave as it is, I'm not sure. I could even create something like a curve. Maybe it's just being, I don't know, nicer. Or just a cross. I'm not sure. Or just leaving as it is because I have a lot of them already. And the only thing is just creating here one. I was thinking this and this one. So we'll duplicate this. Sí, está en la página web. Ah, genial, genial. O si quieres, en cualquier momento, si quieres por Discord, me parece que se puede hacer llamada, si quieres. Me lo comentas quizás más rápido en vez de escribirlo como prefieras, Incluso puedes compartir pantalla si quieres que se vea algo en concreto. Como prefieras, como te sea más fácil y más cómodo a ti. ¿Te gustó? Aunque no esté terminado, por lo menos, pero bueno. Rotate this one. ¿Referencias para esta casa? ¿O referencias para qué cosa? Global normal face. I will have here a problem because the roof is not really. Oh, let me see the roof. I have some space. That's fine. And that's matching here. Faces. And I would like to rotate a bit. We have some space still to be rotating here. And the thing what we need to do is just duplicate this and put on this side, but also rotating, of course, and so be matching. This one seems too much. This to be here, but in that case it's too large. Okay. But normal face here, and then reduce, and then delete the face. And I need to do the same here. It seems to me that what you need to do is just matching here on the button. No, that's fine. That's fine. There's also another problem having not completely symmetric everything, because it's also nicer to have something more realistic. This is the main problem modeling, that everything is so square, so exactly the same. So sometimes I like doing kind of manually, just duplicating manually, which is just introducing, of course, human errors, just creating not something completely symmetric. But in the end, looks nice. So that's why I'm using, for example, in that case, only mirror on this side and not both of them. Otherwise, I have completely everything the same. Vale, ¿vale qué? ¿Vale Discord? No estoy ahora, Ya sabes que cuando estoy en los streaming no estoy en ningún chat, ni Discord, ni nada. Pero luego estoy sin problema. No, digo porque quizás será más rápido para ti que realmente escribir todas las cosas. Hay una página, espera un momento, ¿te puedo hacer aquí un PM? No. ¿Cómo puedo aquí escribirte? Aquí te puedo escribir. Ok. Sin problema, no te preocupes. Vale. Referencias no hay muchas porque no queda ninguna estructura del siglo XIII de madera. Lógicamente solo quedan de castillos y cosas así, pero no quedan, por ejemplo, de pueblos. No queda nada. Lo que uso de referencia son los dibujos que hay en los libros. Hay libros que me encuentro dibujos y son los que utilizo. Y el resto, bueno, me lo invento un poco. Pero bueno, si tienes, por ejemplo, información sobre cómo funciona realmente una estructura en cuanto al peso, por ejemplo, de madera, en este caso cómo van los mástiles o las vigas que tienen que ir soportando, lógicamente, todas las estructuras, pues sí, eso siempre viene bien porque es la misma. O sea, quiero decir, las físicas no han cambiado, ¿no? Pero como tal, las casas no hay ninguna en principio. Lo único que nos queda es de madera, es de piedra. Pero de madera no queda nada. Entonces, bueno, hay que un poco que inventárselo. Tampoco pasa nada. Quiero decir que, bueno, si no es completamente realista, no lo es. Pero sí, una estructura de madera tiene que autosoportarse, ¿no? No puedo hacer, como decíamos, Dark Souls y crear 100 metros cuadrados de palacio sin una sola columna, porque no es realista. Que está muy bien porque es de fantasía el juego, pero sí, pero eso no es realista, ¿no? Ah, bueno, pues ya está. Luego cuando estés luego en casa, sin problema, ¿no? Ups. Has degenerated. There's some problem with the UVs. So I think we can just try to do something nice for the chimney already. So the main idea that I have is, Daniel, tengo una referencia para esto. Espérate un momento a ver si la encuentro. No, aquí. Más o menos lo que estoy un poco basándome, ¿no? A ver, te lo enseño. ¿Dónde está esto? Estoy abriendo. Chimney. Ah, no es esto. No es esta, espera. No. Ahora. Algo, pero bueno, en principio algo. Es lo único que más o menos encontré, que es un dibujo, lógicamente. Pero bueno, es un poco la chimenea en la parte de arriba, 2 plantas. Aunque ya las escaleras, lógicamente, las he hecho distintas porque aquí he querido poner ventanas y porque este pequeño corredor que hay lo he hecho también a este lado. En este caso no es simétrica, es simétrica la casa. Por eso tengo aquí las habitaciones, que es lo que intentaba hacer. En este caso entras por aquí, aquí tienes la escalera que va hacia arriba para la siguiente planta. Y esto es lo que más o menos intentaba hacer. Si te fijas, incluso la chimenea tampoco está en el mismo centro de la casa, pero yo sí lo estoy haciendo. Por eso lo estaba haciendo, pero bueno, son un poco ideas que ya que sea un dibujo y bueno, hasta cierto punto son un dibujo, ¿no? Pero por eso intentaba hacer, intento hacer que bueno, que al menos sea coherente en el sentido de que la casa se soporte sola. ¿Vale? Luego otra cosa es que bueno, ya quede bonito o no, pero que se soporte sola y luego que sea realista. Nadie tiene una casa de 200 metros cuadrados en aquel momento, porque el material costaba mucho esfuerzo, no solo hacerlo, sino el transporte. Entonces, las casas tienen que ser lo más pequeñas posible. Tampoco había tanto mueble y la gente tenía una habitación para todo, o sea que no había tantas habitaciones ni nada, ¿no? Por eso intento que sea realista, oye, pero también es un juego, ¿no? O sea, hay el límite, pero por lo menos eso, que las maderas, los mástiles se soporten unos a otros, no sea, pues digo, habitaciones de 100 metros cuadrados sin un solo soporte, ¿no? Y eso es lo que intento aquí un poco, o sea, que todo más o menos esté soportado, que las vigas se soporten y que físicamente tú veas, o sea, que el dibujo se vea que esta soporta a esta y esta soporta a esta, ¿no? Que se van, ¿sabes cómo te digo? ¿No? Se solapan y se soportan unas a otras. Este va aquí, por ejemplo, encastrado, este va aquí sobre las dos que hay aquí, las dos columnas. Esta va aquí, o sea que bueno, que unas se soportan a otras, ¿no? Y se nota, se ve, porque bueno, cómo van las columnas bien se soportan unas a otras, por ejemplo, y esto igual, o sea, si yo lo pongo así aguantará menos que si lo pongo así, porque la misma fuerza hace que expanda, que intente expandir, no al contrario que haría doblar la parte de abajo, ¿no? Entonces bueno, esta misma soporta una a otra y el propio peso, como no tiene opción de salir, va solo hacia abajo. Si yo las pusiera al revés, pues sí, porque lo que hacen es que aprietan todas hacia abajo, ¿no? Entonces bueno, tampoco es crítico, es decir, la gente tampoco se va a fijar en esto en absoluto, pero bueno, por lo menos que sea un poco realista, que tampoco cuesta tanto hacer esas pequeñas cosas, esas pequeñas diferencias, ¿no? Entonces, la chimenea tiene que ir así. Esto ahí, por ejemplo, a un metro 50. Extrude 2 meters. Scale E. Extrude 2.5 or 5. 2.5. Ya digo que tampoco es crítico totalmente porque bueno, la gente eso no lo va ni a notar, ¿no? Pero bueno, hombre, si se puede hacer un poco curioso. 2,5, 3,5, 4. 4. 4 roof. Y inset no. X-face y doubles. So divide 5 and now F subdivide and then what I am trying to do is just trying to do 4 holes. So we have already 4 holes here, and something is not going well. So I will just select this and this, and need to be on X0. I will just remove all the vertices that are not really needed. Because I have a lot of things here, for example, or here. So I will just dissolve vertices. And what I want to do is just create this 1, 2, 3, 4, because you have 4 spaces here, like as you see from the chimney. So this is one of the hole that I'm just planning to do here with one room, and this is another room, and then on the second floor you have one room and another room. So you have 4 different chimneys that you need to have here. It's almost impossible to see here from the top of the game, but just in case that, for example, I'm using this house, I don't know, close to the tower, or or in the castle, maybe you have the way to see how it is going. So that's why I'm trying to do the holes already. So I'm just taking this, extrude, and then moving down. And we can already create faces here, maybe. Just going in the normal global. And I think we need to create faces one by one, otherwise we'll have this. I think we can just try to move the chimney down a bit until it's matching the roof, so you cannot see exactly where this one. For that, maybe I need to check on this. Yes, so this is the roof. Being so deep, it's almost impossible to see this one, so that's why I'm just doing that. I will remove all the scenes will be completely broken. So this is more or less the chimney that I'm just trying to do. Maybe we'll reduce a bit this, not on theta, something like that. And we can even move this one to be not so square, to be a bit nicer. I wonder why this is, yeah, I need this one. And I was thinking do the same with the rest of them, so just selecting maybe this. No, what I need to do is just only this one. Well, and the interior also, I think. Yes. Yes. So if I move it, this one should be doing like that, but I don't like it. It's okay, yeah, fine. That's all. It's too much detail for something that is almost impossible to see. So you have 4 of them, and the thing that I'm doing now is, for example, here, this is one of the faces, so I'm just using this inset to create something like that, and then just extrude and move it to the inside. I can just create something nicer later, but I mean, this is more or less the idea. So creating something like that, and then extrude, and then moving inside, and I will have exactly the same here, the second floor. Oh, oops. Inset, extrude, and then do it like that. I could create something nicer, just to be faster. Something like that. Inset, extrude, just going inside. If I'm using now the roof floor, you can see that, for example, this one is not matching and should be. So for that, what I need to do is just select this face and move the top to be matching, so you have a little space on the bottom, and exactly the same here. So I need to select them, both of them. Just trying to do like that. I don't need this face at all. So this is the main idea for the chimney. And here we have also the same problem. So it needs to be, both faces need to be scaled on Z0. And now we need to be matching like that. Venga, hasta luego, Daniel. Gracias por pasarte. Luego hablamos. So that's the main idea, that you have a few of them, and we can create something nicer. And all of them have been here to the buttons. You have 4 of them. Probably the main problem is about the UV, which is quite bad for the chimney, because I don't have any of them. Let's remove everything again. It's just messing. And wrapping is horrible, of course. So let's try to create things. I think that we don't need this one. we need this. Or we can just increase a bit paying to the top, for example here. So I can just reduce this one, a lot of them. So if I'm selecting this and then moving to the top, we don't need this. So we don't need this. And this one can be also be much smaller, just matching with the roof. And this is the one that we need. That's all. Just to be sure, because you cannot walk on this way, so that's all. So the first thing that I will just try to do is maybe unwrapping this one, small, much easier I think. So this is one of the faces that I want, and then I want to have this one. So this went this way, this, and then this one. I need to cut all of them. No, not this. And then continue the same shape here. So mark sim and see how it's going this small part only. Of course, the rest is bad. Yeah, because I have the interior also that I need to cut down. But this is something that I need to cut all of them also, because they are smaller. Mark sim. Unwrapping, that's fine. And what we need to do is just all the interior for that, which is almost impossible to do that, so I'm just cutting all of them, which is not bad. So all of them will be seam, and what we need to do is just the edges here. Maybe this one will be faster. Just to open none of them. Missing this, and this. I think mark seam. Unwrapping again, and I have a lot of small island like that. That's fine. Or I could even just, to make something easier, is just matching maybe all of them. And then cutting here. I would like to see also how it's going with the triangulation. So if I'm just cleaning all of them, and I forgot about this, I should have, yeah, this is fine, and this is something that is paying one single island, which is also expected or desired. And I was thinking this one will be on this side also, but in that case now matching with the so it's fine. Okay, so even we have two of them, that's fine, but we have already the top being properly done, and what we need to do is just the button, which is also bad. And I was thinking even to cut them, so for example adding here like a cut, and then I will move this to the top, something oops, something between the roof. Is this just roof? Not roof. Okay, between roof and floor, second and third floor. Why is this one not being selected? Would like to know. Okay, so move them that way, and we can already, let's say, move also this one also in the middle, and we can delete the faces in the middle. Let's move a bit more, and we can delete them just because it will be easier to do the unwrapping for both of them. So let's continue with the unwrapping, and I will use both of them the same way. So the first thing is just cutting, for example, this way. Oops. So this is just cutting them, and in case that I need the interior, which of course I will be doing better, I will do more or less the same that I was doing with the top of the chimney. It's just dividing here and here, and should be just creating like 2 different islands for that. And yeah, it's going smaller, so what I need to do is just creating here also. No, only on the top. This is the smaller part. Unwrapping. So this is going well. This is the interior, but there is something that is not going well. I really don't know which one. Are we doing properly this one? Only unwrapping. So what is this? What is this part that is very sorry, because of course they have 2 sides. Yeah, okay. So this I was thinking, what's exactly happening here? If I was afraid that this may be duplicated. So unwrapping, and we have this chimney and those both interiors, and we can do exactly the same for the button. So this is this one. We need to test this, doing this, and then interior, and same here. Okay, mark same. Unwrapping, and we have everything on the chimney being already properly done. So we can just try to export and see how it's going. Our building with the chimney already. Being honest, I'm going faster. I didn't expect to be going so fast for this house, and I was thinking that maybe it will take really too long. Plan to leave this, but this is almost done. The roof have been done, and now I'm doing the chimney, and all the things like small details for wooden part I will do out of the camera, and also redoing all the UVs, just making sure that I don't have any face strange, which is really boring. So this one is also working as expected. As you can see, that's fine. You cannot see the interior, even it is, but I mean it's almost impossible to see this if you are not just being completely on the top, and then it's dark, so you don't see this one. That's fine. If we are going inside, how it looks like that. We need to create also the walls here because we don't have, but we need to create the walls. Also the proxy for that. So well, we need to create something nicer, being closer and deeper, because it's not enough. We can even create something smaller here, reducing a bit, which is fine because we have already cut down everything. And the same here. That the problem is about the wall, but I can just change this. I can just readjust this one. Probably it's just moving this one a bit on the front, so creating bigger and then just matching with the wall. But in that case, we cannot reduce the load with this. So maybe we can think about what to do with this small wall, because we need this one for this area. I mean, opening the door. Maybe I can just create something like small triangle, so moving this one a bit, so it's matching better. And we need also to put more wooden parts here in the interior, like this one need to be also here, otherwise we are not supporting the inner walls. And then create also here, but this one could be maybe easier if I could just try to create something like here, and then remove maybe this. I could remove this one on both of them, so create here like a wall, and then doing this smaller would be easier. Yeah, you can create something like that easy, and that's all. This part you cannot see because it's just completely empty, and then the chimney. That looks fine. We need to adjust also the proxies. Let's try to create something nicer here, so it will be smaller, having as a reference this one. Also deeper, I need to create something deeper. This one faces this, this, and then small on E will be something deeper. For some reason this is not exactly in the center, but I think is this one is, so strange. This is not in the center, so like, okay, let's say wait, okay, this center, perfect. And now, yeah, that's center. So I can just create something deeper like that and do exactly the same here. Well, in that case, need to be at 0, and then scale on E. Yeah, much deeper. This one even bigger. And I can create something also bigger on X. And as I say, we can also reduce this one, which is so I would like to take this. Well, maybe not this face, yeah, this face, and then reduce on E. So it's something big, something smaller. Let me see, we have even a bit more space here to do something smaller. Okay, something deeper. We can also reduce this one. This is 150 or more or less 150 for from the floor, which is 150. Looks fine for being a chimney, I think. And we can reduce this one, just kind of matching, but doesn't matter because nobody can see that. So this is not really a big problem. Another thing I will need to do is just creating this one, but I will check if you can see this face from the player perspective. So in case that's not, you cannot see that there's not a hole here going to the top. So that's fine. We'll just redo the unwrapping. In the meantime that this one is just re-importing, we can continue with Blender here. The walls. Yeah, this is the main problem with this. The walls are matching with well, it's too much also. So the walls are matching with the door here, which is fine, but I was just thinking cut here and then fill like small triangle. Otherwise it's being a bit strange. And if I'm just creating maybe this one on the in front, could be maybe too much. I'm not sure. But also I have a problem here what to do with this small part that is not really matching. That's why I was thinking maybe create like a small square here, something like that, which is not so bad. For example, putting there wood or things like that. But then in that case, maybe the proxy is just messing and we don't have enough space. So you see here, that's fine. Everything is going well. And from this part, yeah, we could create this one being in front, but anyway, we have a problem here with this part that is not really being covering. In case that I'm creating here like small square or something like that, we don't have space for the proxy walking. So this is the main problem right now. I'm not sure how to solve this. So maybe I really don't know how to do that. Because you see from this side it's fine, and this is exactly the same problem here on the opposite way. So if I'm reducing this one, I'm just reducing this part, which is not possible. I don't have much space with the stairs already. So maybe the only option that they have is just moving this one in front a bit more. matching or covering with the wall. But in that case, I need to check also about this thing, how to cover this one. Or I could just create maybe a wall here with bricks, but this is not really natural like that. Or even wooden part. I really don't know how to solve this small problem at the moment. Let's play here, because I want to say if you can see the hole. This is what's happening now. Sometimes you have problem, for example, trying to spawn inside of the house and you have problem with proxies. It's just like not spawning the player and then everything is broken in the level because you don't have any player. So that's being a problem. Can I just walk? Hola, Guillem. So you cannot see the hole here, so maybe it's not saying to create this. That's for a small thing. ¿Cómo ves la casa? ¿Cómo va? So the idea is putting here a new wall. This is easy, going here well, and I can remove this one. Those 3 sticks, and then doing this one longer, and also removing this one. To have from the top this. And that case you have here like a small hole that I can put some wood around. That's fine. I'm having here like a bed, probably. Está chulo, Hay otra chimenea ya, no es la primera que hago por eso. Pero esta es más porque tiene 4, Tiene aquí. Y tienes aquí las 2 de abajo. Por eso tiene aquí 4 tiros la chimenea. So let's create this wall already. We can create the wall here. And for that what we need is walls, I think. No. Wooden part. Duplicate it 0.5. Sí, ha funcionado. Lo que pasa es que te marca el autohost, te lo hace, pero si en ese momento no hay nadie, lo está haciendo ahora mismo, pero no te avisa, no aparece en pantalla porque tengo notificaciones de autohost o algo, no te aparece en pantalla porque en ese momento a lo mejor no había nadie. Pero sí, ha funcionado. Yo también al principio lo intenté varias veces, no funcionaba. Y al final no sé cómo también encontré la manera de que sí, ya funciona y funciona bien. Sí. Ha funcionado perfecto, muchas gracias. De todos modos, cuando tú hagas, dímelo que yo también te hago no solo el host, también te hago, quiero decir, en raid cuando te pongas. La voy a cruzar entero y ya está. Esto está en x menos 2,8. So now having this wall, the problem that we have now is about the stairs and hello. Okay, these 3. So we can do now is just removing a few things here, but that's not really needed, like this part. Claro, sí, yo todos los días, lo has visto, todos los días hago host a alguien, miro quién está online, que esté haciendo Unreal Engine y puede ser interesante para la gente que ya está aquí, y lo hago. Algunos tienen host automáticos, pero hay otros que hay gente, por ejemplo, que juega a veces, otras veces hace Unreal, entonces no lo tengo automático para que no salte simplemente el juego. Pero si por ejemplo ahora cuando termino el streaming miro quién está online y está usando Unreal, y bueno, pues alguien que sea, si es algún amigo mejor, y si no, pues a cualquier otro, a mí no me importa, yo le hago host a la gente, porque bueno, siempre les apoyas, ¿no? O sea que sí, yo hago todos los días, ya lo has visto, vamos. Faces y... no. Por eso que cuando estés que me avises. Faces. Ups, ¿qué es esto? Bueno, entonces, bueno, sí, podemos también hacerlo. Pero sí, normalmente Unity no, porque bueno, el que ha venido aquí se supone que... These all edges. Yes. Pero bueno, ya iremos viendo. Tú ponte con ellos sin problema y... Ya te digo, yo no tengo problema. Yo siempre hago host todos los días. Raid, lo hago siempre. Ok. Si estás, por ejemplo, haciendo modelado, lo digo yo, sin problema, porque yo también lo hago. Si aquí hay alguien ahora mismo que esté viendo el streaming, que está viendo Blender y se supone que está aquí porque le interesa, yo mando a otro que esté modelando, porque tampoco, da igual la herramienta que uses, tampoco es gran cosa, no hay gran problema, ¿no? Pero, sí, por mí sin problema. Bueno, pues ya tenemos aquí el muro, hay que añadir también los proxies. So, second room, y necesitamos añadir también columnas. ¿Y qué tal ha quedado esto? Ha quedado bien, pero esto hay que subirlo un poco. Face. Top. Is matching both? It is. Proxies. Let's add a proxy. Any of them. Let's see, for example, this one. Duplicate and then rotate theta 90 will be 0, and also this one will be 0. and I will use the faces to be matching here, and then increasing. Well, I can just do that. So we should have at least the proxy here, but I need to create also proxy for the chimney, so it's not a big problem. 36, and we need to create proxy. I think on the button we have already, but I will just duplicate this, scale on X reduce, and then scale X, scale E, I don't really like much matching with proxies, but that's fine. So this will be 37. Another thing that I want to do is creating the wooden part for that. So this wooden part, this is the wooden part that I need to create. I have here the mirror, and this one will not be so good. So for that I have a few of them. For example, this one, which is just being not a mirror, and I'm doing manually every single thing that I need to have that is not really matching with them. So for that I will use, for example, this one will be here, so I need to be 0, and I will just increase the size to have like a column for that, but need to be also matching with the button. So for that I need to reduce scale on E. Okay, since matching, just to be sure that's aligning, and should be matching also with the one with the wooden structures. Yeah, exactly. So the thing need to be here and not matching with the stairs, but here. And we need to duplicate this and have exactly the same, but on the left side. So this is minus here X, and this is also matching. In that case, for some reason it's not matching well. I don't know, maybe there is not symmetric for that. Anyway, it is already. So this is the one supporting the wall structure, and I'm not sure how you will use some crosses here or things like that for, as I'm using here outside. If I'm creating also something here, I'm not sure. Maybe I can create one, another one here from the yeah, I can create something. So let's duplicate this a bit smaller on E to avoid just theta fighting, but being sure that at least this is just matching. I don't need this one, it's missing. So rotating on E, I think. So I was thinking maybe create something like that, or the opposite one. I think it's not nice. Maybe the opposite direction should be nicer. Something like that. I'll duplicate here and create the same this direction for rotating. So we can create something like this. And we need to create something on this side. But I was thinking about maybe creating also like that, or just a cross here. I don't know. Duplicate and then moving. Maybe just something longer like that. And that's all. There's too much details already on the house. A lot of small things that, yeah, they are nice, but in the end it's just tedious and have a lot of things that we can already reduce a bit for that. So F and normal. Extending a bit the face. and I will rotate much better. Global. Rotating with this one. And duplicate. Rotate on theta 180 and X opposite one. Okay, so create something in the interior also to support the roof. Simplifying. And we need to create the same for the proxies and everything from the button. Let's see how it's going. The engine. Okay, done. Well, it's a bit big. I mean, it's a big square with only one single stick, but it's the interior of the house already, so I think that's fine. And this is good that it's not matching here with this. So I think I will just leave as this. It's just the interior, and you have already a lot of details. From the other side, it's exactly the same. That's fine. And let's try to walk here. I think the second floor is already done. What we need to do is just creating the windows, but they are components, so there's not related to Blender. I mean, so we have here all the proxies. You cannot cross there, and also the chimney. And the proxies here is working everything. I'm creating, for example, windows, interactive windows, just creating something with another component that I have for windows, the same as doors. So there is nothing about Blender. And this one is too big. I would like to do smaller this. So I need to be doing bigger. And I could even create something here nicer, like small place here. I think I could just create something here, yes. To have some detail, because the chimney is nice, or could be really nice, but yeah, it's so simple right now. Of course, this is not the castle or the king, but let's create something a bit nicer with small details, not much. But the rest of the thing, I think, just everything has been done here in the second floor. Adding just windows and furniture is something from the blueprint or just on the level. And from the button, we are missing still the proxies on the chimney. This one is fine. We are missing, I know we have this proxy ready, but the problem is how to do that. That is going well, and very nice. I really don't know how to do that. I could maybe create it smaller, the chimney, and I can just try to put maybe like kind of wall here, small wall, so it will be covering here everything that I need. And this is going well for that. So creating like a small wall here, so you can do smaller, but in that case that is a problem because we don't have much space for the doors. I mean, here you don't have much space, so if I'm just creating something here or cutting this area, I don't have enough space for that. So I'm doing this smaller. The chimney could be, I mean, like small wall here. Yeah, we can try this. We can try this. Creating something smaller with the chimney because it's already too much, too big. I mean, of course you need to cover the rest of the second floor, for example. Yeah, this is the wall that I'm trying to modify. This is the problem with this wall, that we cannot create anything. So for that, what I was thinking is create this one smaller. Let me first change this, otherwise I forgot about this. Scale on X bigger. What I'm thinking is just move all of them to the bottom. Not this one, of course. Yes, these to have the same size for all of them. So then it's scale on E. can reduce later also this one. So scale on E again, and say that we have, of course this one need to be deeper. Scale on E, something like that. And again this one is not aligned, so scale 0. And why this one is not being at 0 again? Okay, and then in that case needs to be at 0, and we'll go to the top. What's exactly happening here? It's supposed to be the chimney is at 0, but it's not. So what is exactly the problem with that? Let's move one by one. Okay, this is 0. This one should be also at 0. So in that case, both of them should be also at 0. What about this? Yeah, that's for some reason this is not well aligned. Anyway, okay. So the idea is just reducing this one. I will reduce also this to be smaller and much smaller on E. So you have this kind of things. Nicer. And what I was just planning to do is just creating here a wall, but in that case you need to be so longer at this one, which is not going very well. So I have a design problem here for that. I really don't know how to solve this one, really. I'm wrapping, export, and reimport here. So the main problem is that if I need to give this space for the door, okay, so on the top it's also nicer having this one smaller, kind of more realistic, so that's fine. This is fine. I'm not just modifying, only small detail here maybe. The problem here is you have the chimney on this direction. This wall is a bit strange, but if we are reducing this wall on this direction, we don't have enough space to walk here around, so you cannot just go in this room. And if I'm just, let's say for example, putting here the wall, in that case you have like your space, but in that case you have the first floor and second floor and just crossed, because I could just put like wall here, so you have all those space for you, but this is not going well. Okay, I think I will try to find the solution out of the camera for this small detail that we have now the problem. I will create small detail here right now on the chimney. I have still 20 minutes, so I hope that I can just finish a few things. So here, air, then air game, and I think that again needs to be here. So if I'm taking this, I will just increase on on everything is except theta, so you will have something like that. And what we need to do is also aligning, let's say this one and this one. So if scale on theta will be 0, so you have this kind of details. Well, you can create something a bit not so much, but things like that. And I can just also reduce this and having exactly the same. For that case, I want to have both of them, so scale on theta is 0. and should be going well. And creating maybe a bit bigger, scale not theta, something like that. Probably the UV have been broken and not working as before. We'll see. Unwrapping here. Yeah, the problem is that this one is bigger, and in that case we are just matching with them, and it's not possible to create. For the texture it's more or less fine, but the problem is about the light mask that is just overlapping, and it's not possible to unwrap this on any way that they are just working well. So for that, what I'm doing probably is just cutting here, or no, I can just cut here and just try to have also, because I'm trying to have also only one single UV for this one, not the interior of course, but trying to do just like one single UV for that. So if I'm just cutting here, and the only one that I'm not cutting is the biggest one. Oops, clear. And also, what is the reason to be this one is not matching this one for some reason? So scale on theta will be 0, and scale on theta will be 0. That's fine. Yeah, for some reason it's not taking all of them. Okay, so this completely square here also, and this is not matching also. Why? Okay, so scale on E will be 0. This and this. Okay, that's fine. And this one needs to be the same for X, just in case. This and this need to be the same for X. Okay. So if I'm doing just the only one that I'm not cutting is this. And what is now happening? Exactly, that's exactly the thing that I was just trying to do. So they are connected on the base part, so you are not worried about this. And then you have the holes here, that's fine. Everything's working fine. The only problem seems to me that this one is longer. As you see here, it's a bit longer than this one for some reason, when it is not. And it is something about this area that is not going well. Maybe do I have some duplicate vertices? No. Okay, and I will do the same here. So just copy the one that I have. If I'm doing that and that, oops. This mark sim, and we need to create a few cuts. So I will just create one here, another one, and another one here. Then I will just increase this. Yeah, I know what's problem is. So this one need to be. Let me just take some space. I will do later. So scale on E will be 0. Both of them scale on E will be 0. Both of them will be scale on X0. And this is 0 also here. And what we need to do is just increase this side using the faces. So you do increasing on X for example a bit, and then it's increase on E a bit bigger. And what we need to do is just matching all of them. So this loop and this loop is already selected. Just on theta will be 0, so we have completely plain here. And for that case we need to have also the same. So this is 1 and 1. 0 we have completely square here. In that case I think we need to move a bit down. It's too much, but that's fine. And we can again increase, for example, this one if we want. Now it's fine because it's not set up at just the scale here. Jesus Sentai Christ, hi, welcome. Not sure if you have been there for long, since I have seen you right now. Okay. For the UVs we need to do exactly the same on the top. So taking this one, only 3 of them, otherwise it's not cutting the context face. And now is the UV. So unwrapping. That's something strange that is not going well for some reason when it is exactly the same size for everything. So I don't know where the problem is. Is it maybe this one and this one not being aligned? Maybe. So scale 0. I don't know. Oops, something strange here. That's really strange. So I see that there's a lot of them. It's not possible here. But I see that there's something strange here. I think it's not the same size. I think I forgot one thing. So the set is this, and this one need to be also being aligned there. So I'm wrapping. Now it's fine. Okay, perfect. Well, the only thing is just rotating this one. Otherwise, it's just going not right size. But that's fine. Let's see how is the detail being shown on the engine. If you have any question or you want to see any other parts, it's your first time here, you have also the links there, so just use links. As you can see, for example, the website, you have also pictures on Twitter, and you have a lot of videos on YouTube channel, things like that. But if you have any question or you want to see anything of the game or the project, just let me know. Yeah, this one needs to be rotated also, but it's fine. How is this going? There's a more detail, maybe it's too big. This one is bigger, so here is maybe more or less fine. But this one is too big for this small chimney. So on the second one, I will just select faces here. I'm just reducing this one, not setup. Just reducing a bit. So that's also fine. And what they said about the rotation for all of them is just wrapping, and I need to rotate, I think, this and this one. Export here. Oh, still importing. Finally, yeah, I think looks nicer. It's smaller because this second floor, the chimney is smaller, so that's why creating something like that. I can even create more closer this one, so this something is really smaller. And the orientation for this one is fine, and this also is fine. So this is exactly the one that I was reducing, and I can do the same here, like being smaller on the top. So this is one more thing that I need to reduce is this one, especially on X, I think. Same here, especially on X. Unwrapping and rotating the same. good that it's just keeping the selection that I have in the UV. I don't really need to reselect the one that having need to be rotating. Importing. Okay, final. That looks nicer, I think. The creative chimney going on this way looks nicer. Yeah, that's all. So I have still 5 minutes. So you want to see something of the project? You have any question? Otherwise, I will just leave this streaming here now. I will continue later in around let me see, from 5 hours, 5-6 hours. I will be streaming again. I will try to fix the problem with the chimney in the interior with this room, and also maybe I will, if I'm having time, I will be able to create all the variation here for the wooden part, doing a lot of cuts for that. And more or less that's all that we need. I'm maybe missing some proxy, I don't know, but even the chimney is more or less done. And the only thing that we are just missing is the problem here on the wall, on the button. So just doing that. The next thing, if I have time, I will do out of the camera. Otherwise, I will just come here to fix the latest things. And after that, if I have time, I will be continuing with this house this afternoon. As I say, in 5-6 hours, I'll be streaming again. And I will put all the decals, for example, windows here, which are just components. Creating a few things for the blueprint, like controlling about the sound or lighting being inside outside. And we need also to create like custom door for this. It's a bit smaller, and I would like to have something a bit different and really matching with the hole that I have been creating here. And after that, I think the house is completely finished, and the next thing that we need to do is, or I need to do, is the small chapel. But maybe to not be modeling all the time or just resting a bit, maybe we'll just start doing just the box for the size of this chapel that I'm planning to do. And I will just continue maybe this the fence, and then putting here grass, trees, and painting the terrain, and putting around a lot of props for this area, just to try to have something more complete on this area instead of paying again 3 or 4 days modeling, which is very boring. I mean, a bit tired already. So just changing tasks could be fine. So I hope that if I have time just to fix a few things here, I can just continue with the level design. Otherwise, I will just finish also the door and a few things with the blueprint. But I hope really that tomorrow we can continue with the level design a bit more. So creating nice area here, because at the moment it's so empty comparing with the rest of the level. You know, that's just not feeling well being so empty comparing with this with the town already. So this is something that I would like to continue improving, for example, without the grass, flowers and things like that I would like to have. So that's something I would like to continue with this. This is nicer level than just being completely empty in the new area. Let's walk a bit. Let's walk a bit. This is the last 5 minutes, so I will be just walking around for people that they don't see the project yet. So we'll just walking around a bit. Did you don't have any question? I will just after that I will just sleep, and we will come later in the afternoon. But in case that you have not been here before, just the time that you've been just modeling, you see that the level have a lot more things. But at the moment, just creating a few houses, buildings that I'm missing. It's also needed. I was creating this new area that needs to finish also last week. So if you are interested on, for example, the level design for this area, just check the latest videos on YouTube. You have the links there, and you can see all this level that I was just doing with this guy also. And we can go this small side, the small path also here that I was creating last week. You have all the links there. So what is just helping. So come back again and go to down again. Thank you for el follow, Jaume Caldente. Gracias. ¿Tienes preguntas o quieres ver algo más del proyecto? Coméntamelo. Puedes preguntar en español o en inglés. Por alguna razón no tienes tu zombie. Está tardando mucho en... Creo que hay retraso. El bot. What is this? Jesus. So... someone is missing a door. So if something's here, since that someone is missing a door, they remain. But the houses are fine, so maybe with them just missing is kind of a fence or just a gate. This one is working. Strange. So this is the new area. What is happening here with the... I really don't know. I think there is some delay, or even the bot is not working well properly for some reason. Not sure about my computer or just paying the streaming. I don't know. What is the new area that needs to be completed? I was just creating a bit of the path to this one. I was also creating this with the door, this gate here. And you can open the door. Can we just go inside? And we can. And this is just small storage that I was just planning to use. At the moment it's just empty. And this is the new house that I'm creating. One of the sides is just for storage, so this one will be just for storage also. And this one is the way going to the house. I need to remove both them. As you can see, that's the problem being smaller. You see what is happening here, supposed to be not. but the chimney have the right size, I think. And then we can go to the second floor. And we have also this room here with the chimney, which is smaller, but it's also working fine. And all the proxies are working. That's nice. Come back to down. Oops. Okay, so it's time to leave. If you don't have any question, I'm just leaving the streaming here. Let me see who is online. I'm just trying to do that. Streaming. Who can help people? Anyway, take this one. So I will continue this afternoon in 5-6 hours. I will be streaming again. I hope to see you there. So I hope you enjoyed, like it what I'm doing, and thank you everyone for being here and stopping by. Have a nice day. Thank you everyone. Bye bye.